Good afternoon, gentlemen. Active Aussie here on a fairly bleak and miserable Monday afternoon in Brisbane. It's about 3 p.m. When a man gets to a point in his life where he has acquired a certain amount of resources and is financially independent, and this could be for a man who is divorced, maybe in his early to mid 50s, and he's recovered from a divorce, or it might be a younger guy who's never been married and he has saved his money and invested wisely and he's fairly well off financially and has quite a bit of free time as well. What you will find when and if you get to this position in life, that you are more likely to come across people who will try to shame you, and they will ask, why don't you have a wife? Why don't you have a family? And if you're divorced, someone might say to you, why don't you remarry? And once you get yourself into a certain position in life, there will be more people around who want to take advantage of your resources and your time, and they will feel obligated to monopolize your resources and to monopolize your time and give them attention that they don't deserve. And as men, we have a right to live our lives the way we want and to live in freedom, to live as free men. And we should not be listening to people who are going to be detrimental within our lives, and people who are going to make our lives more difficult. So the shaming narrative continues, and men are continually told and conditioned to think that we have some obligation to help women, especially women who are from lower socio-economic backgrounds, so to speak. And especially younger men have to resist this shaming narrative and not give into peer pressure from family, from relatives. There is more than one way for men to live their life, to live our lives, and marriage and family is not the only option. And you will have people say to you, well, look at so-and-so, look at this guy, he's happily married, he's enjoying his life. And maybe even some guy who is married to a single mother, he may not be having too many problems, and there are exceptions to every rule. But let's just say there is a tiny percentage of men who married a single mother and they are happy. The fact is that those kids are still not his. So I try and take a practical perspective and a practical outlook toward various types of life situations. So for men, it's just not worth the risk nowadays to get involved in serious relationships. And if you're a man who has worked hard and you've had to struggle and you finally get on top, so to speak, you have to be very wary of these vultures who want to take advantage of you and bring you down. You don't owe these people anything. So I say to young men especially, be on your guard, do not get shamed, do not give in to pressure from others. That's about all I really have to say this afternoon. As usual, take care, stay strong, stay MGTOW, and I'll hopefully talk to you soon. Cheers.